Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet channel. This is part of the Blue Collar Gentleman Glassware series. Today I'm going to be discussing the Sam Adams glass. Unfortunately, even going to the website, I could not find a name for this glass, so I'm going to call it the Tyax glass. The reason for that is that Tyax Glassworks, who are basically the alchemists of glassworks, they can turn glass into something extraordinary, ordinary glass into something golden. They worked in conjunction with Jim Cook in order to make this. In fact, the two people on staff were Jonneke Engelhoff, who is the manager for tech marketing at Tyax, and Sarah Gerritsen-Lowry, who is the senior analyst for the project. And here is the glass, as you can see it. Now, I picked up this glass at a Samuel Adams tasting that I went to at Lee's Discount Wine and Liquor on Lake Mead and in 95. This is, I believe this, I've seen larger glasses of this. I'm fairly certain this is no more than a 12-ounce glass, although this gets labeled as a pint glass, but I've seen bigger versions of it, so maybe this is 16 ounces. I've never really put that to the test, to be honest with you. But here is the deal with this glass. This glass, as I said, there was a lot of thought that went into this process. Jim Cook worked. My understanding is they spent over 3 years designing this glass. Some of the features of this glass, which I will refer to as the Tyax glass, seeing as how nobody bothered to give this a proper name. I'm serious, if you go to the Boston Brewing Company's website right now and buy these, which by the way you can buy 4 16-ounce glasses for $32, you will not find a name for this glass. So, some of the features of this are the narrow top, retains hop aroma and sustains head. The round shape right here collects aromas. The thinner walls of the glass, and I got to tell you, this is not a very thick glass, that's for sure, maintains proper beer temperature longer. The laser etching on the bottom, and I will see, I don't know if you can see, let me try and put that right on the camera. You can kind of see that etching down there. The laser etching on the bottom creates bubbles for constant aroma release. And the outward tulip here, this tulipy edge, places beer at front of palate to maximize enjoyment, sweetness from the malt. What it does not mention on the site, and something that I first noticed when this glass was handed to me at that tasting, is I'm going to show you right here. Now see that right there? Almost looks like an imperfection in the glass. See how it just sort of dips there? Okay, the purpose behind that is to smell, is to get the bouquet out of it. If you're using this glass and you want to check the bouquet, always turn it to that little nub, bring it to your nose. It actually enhances the aroma, and if you're wanting to check it out. Now, if I get a beer, a lot of times what I'll do with this is, this is sort of my catch-all glass. For one, it is perfect for Boston Lager, which means that you could put a lager or a Pilsner in this. I don't usually put IPAs in it, but the fruity beers, a beer that seems like it's going to have a particularly magnanimous bouquet, because you look at the can or the bottle and it lists 15 different spices or elderflowers or whatever the hell that went into it. If I really want to get a good smell, a good smell of the bouquet, I'm going to use this glass. I'm going to turn it as such. The truth about this glass is that this glass may actually take the place of the standard pint glass. Standard pint glass, as I've said before in the first video, was in fact a pint glass video for that very reason. Pint glasses are great for everything. There's nothing you can't drink out of a pint glass, up to and including root beer or even 7-Up. But I do think that in the future, you're going to start seeing more and more of this. And I've noticed that with like what they call the nonic pint glasses, which have that sort of bubbly thing in the center, we're getting more and more into this design. And I think, the deal is obviously this design is patented by Boston Brewing Company, so you can't make this exact thing. But I believe that over the course of time, we're going to start seeing more and more of these. We're going to start seeing we're going to see more incorporation of the designs that are in this towards the pint glass. I don't know if we're going to end up with tuliping edging. That's sort of difficult and can kind of make it difficult to stack. But that is the nice thing about the standard tumbler shape, is that they're just very easy to stack. But all in all, this is a good glass. As I said, it's perfect if you want to smell Christmas ales a lot of time. This is actually a very good glass for Christmas ales. because Christmas ales oftentimes have a extremely robust and complicated spice structure, and you want to get all that from the aroma. You're going to be using the nub here. Also, because a lot of Christmas ales are a little bit on the richer, darker side, by having the etching down here, getting that bubbles going, keeping the aroma going. A lot of darker, stronger ales, they just kind of end up sitting in a glass. But if you've got a glass like this, which won't allow that beer to sit there and just get old, that works quite well. So I'm going to recommend this glass highly for Christmas ales, particularly spiced ales, and even farm ales. I'm going to say this is going to be a good glass for the farm ales and the saisons. Because it does have that tulip edging, and that's what you're supposed to use for a saison. So anyway, there's the ins and outs of that. As I said, if you go to their website and you can check out, you can get 4 of these 16-ounce glasses for $32, $8 a glass. That ain't bad at all. So guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, a gentleman is always seeking self-improvement. Cheers, guys.